from the lab that is Station Maximus. Station Maximus. Aha! What up? Well, this is the Ultra Maximus. Everybody in the live chat, thanks for joining us here. This is, of course, the Wednesday night comic book presser. By the skin of my teeth, I made it live while it was still Wednesday night over here on the East Coast, but it's still Wednesday night in all the other time zones to the west of me. So, yeah, man. Dave got his books today. Well, you know what? There's actually a lot of people who did not get their books today. And this is because the only people who were able to deliver on their books were Penguin Random House and Lunar Distribution. Lots of Diamond Distribution hiccups in the pipeline. We're going to talk about a lot of things here this evening. A little bit shy on the read pile tonight, but brought the rest of the goods. So stick around for a action-packed show. Don't forget to share this. Leave me a comment below if you're watching on the rewind. And I'm going to try to keep this one family-friendly because I realize I got a potty mouth. I cuss like a sailor. It is an unfortunate habit, but it is part of being me. But you know what? I got to give a shout out to my buddy Eric S. Hurd. He's over in the live chat over there on another channel. But go into the live chats on those other comic books channels and say, "Yo, Ultra's live," and like get them to migrate. But Hurd, man, oh, there you are. See? You speak his name and he appears. So, my man, you are just crushing it with the logo work lately. I got to thank you for that. And I really appreciate all you've done for my channel and all you're doing for the community, man. And you guys like the soundtrack that I use over here, and that's provided by our buddies over there at White Bat Audio. Please be sure to subscribe to their channel. Make sure that you have, follow them on Spotify if you're into this kind of synthwave stuff, man. They got good tunes. But I think I'm going to have to refresh the tunes, but I love the ones that I've been using on the presser lately. As you guys know, I am 1,000 subscribers, but they took away my monetization because I have to verify my identity. So I got to go through all the identity verification stuff like that, which leads me to believe I'm just going to LLC it. And just like the rest of us, this is what we're going to have to do to adapt. So, yep, there it is. ComicBarricade.com, of course, is one of our sponsors. These are just guys that I know, and I was like, hey, let me advertise your product because I like it. They wanted to pay me, and I told them not to. How about that? ComicBarricade.com. You can check them out, and they will hook you up with a 10% off of your order if you use my code ULTRA. Code ULTRA. Yeah, Kitty, cat. I'm trying to drink my water and do my show here, and maybe give you a little bit of pets. This is called multitasking. All right, so there we go with them. Please be sure to check them out. Don't forget to also check out our friends at WannaComics.com for amazing books. They got amazing exclusives. Drew himself is a longtime comic fan. If you check out their exclusives, you can see some of the homage covers that he's loved to pull off. And for a store owner to put in that much creative input, it was always wonderful. Big Remo in the chat, Empire Comics joining us as well. Thank you guys for joining us in live chat. How's it going? All right, so it's cool. 2 people unsubscribe, 2 new people subscribe. I'm cool with that. I just don't know what's up with all these people using burner accounts. So we're still above 1,000 subscribers, so it's all gravy there. But I got to reactivate all that kind of stuff, like I said, for the members only and monetization, whatever. But Facebook follows are always appreciated. You can follow the man Ultra at ULTRA Maximus, and you can follow me on Twitter as well. And you find all those links right there on the channel homepage by clicking those icons on the UM logos. And all right, so let's get this thing kicked off. So Super Chat was active. Just kidding. Direct support, paypal.me/Ultra Maximus if you guys really feel the need to support my comic book journalism endeavor. How about them apples? Is it a Goodwill Hunting evening? Hello, everybody. Rocking the Italian blue, black, and white silk this evening. I'm due for a haircut, and I'm actually going to be switching to a very, very expensive shampoo here soon. So, but it is going to be one that is going to be chem-free, as far as all those chems that those guys be using. But anyway, cheers to the water. Hey, everybody in the live chat, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Welcome to the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser, everybody. This is the show where I run down all the new releases that are supposed to come out on a new release day. But as I stated in the opening, we've got a situation where Diamond Distribution is under ransom, and they are unable to deliver on well, let's just say a lot of people didn't get their books. So, but we're going to talk about what was supposed to come out today and take it from there. But thanks again to everybody tuning in to this one live. If you're watching on the rewind, don't forget to smash that like button. Leave me a comment below. And the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser is always going to open up with the Raw Report, and we're going to talk about some super spoilerific things. So if you've avoided the internet for the last 24 hours, you probably have known that there was indeed a spoiler that dropped. All right, well, everybody, the top story for this evening is we're going to break down a couple of pieces of this trailer, and everybody, welcome to the No Way Home trailer drop. So the No Way Home official trailer hits 1 month before release date. Gotta love that. They actually gave it so much credence that they weren't going to spoil their own movie by putting out the trailer too soon. Not only that, there's a lot of speculation about what goes down in this movie, and you know, being that there's a lot of things coming in from other universes, I can say that there's always an opportunity that some people are going to show up. However, the main focus of this trailer is that this is usually a part of the end of the movie, and this is not looking too good for Spidey here. So he looks pretty torn up, like something bad. Geek Driven in the house. Good to see you, man. But you know, besides Spidey being all sorts of torn up and having to deal with the ramifications of Spider-Man, Doctor Strange basically says that Spider-Man broke the spell and then he like tried to save everything, and that's what happened. So we get to first see Green Goblin, so we know there's Willem Dafoe, which is wicked. But these are all different villains, of course. So when the Iron Spider mask comes down, he goes, "You're not Peter Parker." So there was an earlier rumor that said that it was going to be Tobey Maguire's CGI, or this was going to be Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man being shown in another universe, and it was going to be Tobey Maguire's face put over top. But that didn't happen. So, but this is clearly a version of the Otto Octavius that we have seen. So fantastic stuff here, and of course the fight scene in the trailer is really going to give you a lot of things going on all at once, but it's obvious also that the Green Goblin shows up shortly after this. So is he fighting multiple versions of these Sinister Six people? And then everybody went nuts over this one, because this right here is an electric resistant suit. That's why it's black. It's because it's completely grounded, and this is I'm not sure if that's, I think that's more electric or electrical as far as what's going on with his suit there. I don't think that's like Doctor Strange magic, but there's a lot of people that are pushing that, oh, he's got Doctor Strange powers. Well, maybe it's something along the lines of like what they're doing with that new Avengers game and how they have them all kind of like magic eyes and stuff like that. But there we have that. So the magic word is please. And this is what MJ does, in fact, state to him. So they can go Scooby-Doo this crap, okay? So, yes, they're going to go Scooby-Doo this crap. Scooby-Dooing this crap entails, I guess, having J. Jonah Jameson and the Daily Bugle be attacked by Sandman and Electro at the same time, and then Electro and Darkhawk and Sandman going after him. But this one was a good screen cap on my behalf, I tell you. This one was really, really tough to time. Electro, Sandman, and Lizard right here, as well as Doc Ock. We also have Willem Dafoe confirmed. But do you guys know who's missing? So who was the other villain in Spider-Man 3? Thank you. Anyway, the trailer leaves us, and I'm calling it. You guys can quote me on this one right now, that there's going to be a symbiote that actually shows up at the end of this movie. And a symbiote in Spider-Man, be good stuff. Yeah, so you know, I think 78 points hits it on the head here. I think we're dealing with a situation where MJ passes. I think that he goes through something similar to what other Spider-Men have gone through. You know, and it's the Gwen Stacy moment. So does Doctor Strange have the ability to... Does Doctor Strange have the time stone? No, he doesn't have the time stone. So he doesn't have the ability to turn back time. With that being said, you know, if MJ dies in this universe, this right here is going to be crazy. Okay, and we're going to find out who that is, Geek Driven. Could it be, because you guys remember James Franco's character died after turning good. So, but there's no Gwen, so MJ? Yeah, you know, but look, I'm just saying that this movie is probably going to deliver on a lot of things that we probably weren't expecting, and then it's probably going to under-deliver on things that we were hoping for. So, but either way, I don't know, but G-Money, it looks good. It does look good, I agree. Leave me a comment below if you're watching this one on the rewind. Let me know what you think. We've got 29 mere days until that movie hits theaters, so be on the lookout for some updates. So, the honorable mention this week, so they all die. It's their fate, and he might also be talking about Spider-Man's girlfriends too. Their 78 points. So yeah, you never know. But anyway, so the honorable mention this week for the presser is going to be Batman 117, the 125 issue. This is on the main title, James Tynions' final issue. Not only that, it's a Rose Besh variant cover. With it being a Rose Besh variant cover and it being also an incentive ratio from Rose Besh, it's going to be a chase for some people. Good luck to you guys if you're able to pick this one up and flip it. I noticed an increase in ratios. But you know what? I'm going to give a runner-up to a non-ratio this week. And this Moon Knight variant, I even called it on FOC. I was like, how is this not the 1 in 25 of this book this month? It's like, who's doing the art direction over there? But you know what? There's also another good Moon Knight cover that I'm going to show you here in a little bit. But I'm going to give this one the book of the week, even though there's a lot of stores that didn't even have this one in hand, including mine. And that is because we have a story, and I read through it. It's probably got a lot of hype behind it out the gate, and Star Wars High Republic Adventures. I put issue number 11. I'm sorry, it's issue number 10. This is the one where the kid's skull that he wore comes off, and I think they kind of showcase it on the cover here. But yeah, you know, Edwin, we're gonna talk about those here in just a minute. So. Oh, actually, you know what? I think I might have not updated that photo. So hold on. But Edwin, we're gonna get to all of those books because we're about to go through the list of publishers. So let's get cracking, everybody. So welcome to the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser, and let's take a look at what came out this week. Starting off with the books from Ablaze. Ablaze gave us He Who Fights with Monsters number 3, and they had a bunch of different variant covers. But you guys know me. You guys know what I like. Cover B, cover C, not so much. Hits. So issue number 3, again, continuing on with their Marvel homage variant swipes. Then you got a 10 copy, a 20 copy, and a 30 copy black and white incentive variant, followed by Maria Levette's Porcelain number 4. Cover A by her, cover B by Fabian Lillet, cover C by Sabine Rich, and then the cover D is the DC House of Secrets cover swipe. You know, Manny, it's crazy how some places got books and other places did not. It really is, because there's a lot of places that didn't get it. And I almost did a condensed version of the presser, and I wasn't even going to put all the new releases out today. So, but Marie Levette's Porcelain, of course, cover F is the 20 copy. That's probably a pretty good one to get if you're into Sabine Rich. And then here is your cover G, which is your 30 copy incentive. And that's going to wrap it up for the Ablaze stuff. But we've got Aftershock coming through, and they're giving us Almost American number 3. And then Beyond the Breach number 5. Let's see here. Chicken Devil number 2. And that's one I wanted to read, didn't get to it. Emerald Entertainment giving us Cave Woman Killer Curves, cover A. So there's some other ones coming through, but they did not actually show on the previews Diamond side. So I was going to have to chase those down. I don't think I got an opportunity to update that list. But Archie giving us Betty and Veronica Jumbo Comics Digest number 10. Artist, Writers, and Artisans. we've got Not All Robots, number 4. And of course, Mike Deodato Jr. doing his interiors, completely knocking it out the park, issue after issue. Nine Stones, number 4, cover A. Nine Stones, number 4, cover B. Nobody's Child, number 3. Watch Dogs Legion, number 1. Number 1, cover B. There's a lot of covers to go along with this one. There was a cover C, a 10-copy incentive by Germain, and then this 25-copy incentive by Germain as well. And then there's this one, cover F limited edition. Black Mask, Spider Killer, Spiderland. I'm sorry, Spider Killer. No, so we don't kill spiders is what first came to mind with all this going on here on this cover. This is a wild cover, right? But God Killer, Spiderland, number 1, cover A by Chang, cover B by Chang, and then cover C was the uncensored. And then there is a cover D, which was one of your incentives, and then there was this Maria Levette incentive as well. Lots of God Killer out there. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, man. So I recommend you look for the 1 in 25 as well, then 78 points, because that's probably going to be one you're going to want as well. White number 4 getting a second print today that dropped. It's basically just a recolored version of the number 4 that dropped before. And then here's your only cover for number 5. So make sure if you're on to that one, you got your copy secured. 2,500 copies, everybody. 2,500. Black Box Comics giving us Shino Cage, cover A. And then there was the cover C Mac Virgin variant cover. And didn't have the artwork for it. Didn't see white today, and you probably wouldn't unless it was delivered directly from Black Mask. Because if it went through previews or Diamond, lots of people did not see their orders today. But Devil's Due Press did give you Squarriors number 5, Volume 2, number 5 of 4. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I just copied the information, and that is exactly what it said. Squarriors Volume 2, Summer, number 5 of 4. So this is like a sequel issue. Oh, yeah, it was 2,500 copies, Peter Parker's Pants. Because 2,500 copies is what they're doing for every one of those first printings, and that is going to automatically create allocations right out the gate. So good luck to you if you're able to obtain a copy. Yeah, so Dave, when that happens, it's usually because Lunar Distribution and Penguin Random House actually delivered their books. Samesies over here. But Fantagraphics did have a book that dropped Happy Hour in America number 2. So you should be on the lookout for that one in the next coming days if your Diamond order is late like mine. Humanoids, Space Bastards by the Order of the Beanbag, and let's give a salute and shout out to the one and only Mr. and Mrs. Sith Lordly, the Sith Lordlies, who are just now coming back to civilization after their destination wedding. But by the Order of the Beanbag, there's a lot of people picking this one up and reading it. All right, Mad Cave, Bountiful Garden, number 3. Red 5, Carriers, number 1, and then there's your cover B. And it's like the Good Feathers, like I think I said that on FOC. Shout out to Aaron Yee. Good Feathers. You guys remember them? Blade Runner 2029 giving a number 5 through 8, the Virgin Mead Pack. So you could have gotten all of these. And then number 8 is got a cover A by Qua. Cover B. Cover C, which is your like retro style movie poster. And then Doctor Who, Empire of the Wolf. Virgin FOC. There's your cover A. And then here is your cover B. It's a photo variant. Lifted from the series, I believe. And then your Doctor Who, Empire of the Wolf number 1, cover C. Cover D by Jones. Yeah, that was Hack. That's exactly what that was, 78 points. So Gun Hunting number 2, giving us more of that second printing limb metallic ink. And then, of course, here is your Virgin FOC variant. Double Low knows what's up. Gun Hunting number 3, of course, with the cover A. And then your cover B by Dalton. And then your cover C. And then the cover D was your photo variant. Comics Main in the house. Good to see you, bro. Valiant dropping one of Mighty Mel V's favorite artists, the Razas. Always delivering on art, man. I mean, I've never seen a bad Raza cover. Ever. Seen some bad Yin Young Lees. Yeah, man. So, Exo Manowar 2020, number 8, got a cover B. Then it's also got this cover C pre-order bundled edition. So this means that they had to pre-order, I think, 4 books, like issues 4 through 8, in order to get this cover C. It's pretty tough. It's pretty tough to get. So if you guys do spot those on the shelves, those are definitely going to be some of the rare ones, more rare instead of rarer. The more rare, less common. So it might be a good pick, especially if you're into that character. One of my approaches has always been least common, best artwork. That's what the two notches that I usually look for. If there's multiple covers, I have to go, okay, what's the best artwork? And is it the least common of the best artworks? So it's like, sometimes you gotta, make the heavy choice, like heavy cover A or heavy cover B, which I think was a sealed book. And then we had Radio Apocalypse number 1. Okay, so for you guys out there who like Vault books, don't get me wrong, sometimes they sell out. But when they don't, just know they are returnable. Changes the game when it comes to spec. Like, you have to remember there's the Future State books have all the first appearances of everything DC's been pushing for the last 6 months. So I don't know how good they actually are. But a lot of those books, of course, had a second print that was non-returnable, but the first prints were returnable. So in some areas, people had a ton of first prints still on the shelves, and they ordered no second prints and returned a whole bunch of books. In other areas, they didn't order very heavily, sold out, sold through. Maybe you ordered a couple of second prints, maybe a little bit of both. But it does change the game a little bit. But Radio Apocalypse, a lot of supposed reader buzz, but again, this is another problem for a lot of people who are on that diamond distribution list who did not get their orders. So a lot of people are going to be missing out on this one unless they order direct from Vault. Here's your 1 in 5 variant. There's the 1 in 10 here, and of course the 1 in 25, the pace variant, was the one that I couldn't get the art. I didn't get the artwork for, but it's obviously a hit because James in the live chat bought the original art. Wow. Well, James, there's probably going to be a lot of places that didn't get their books. So, yeah, you're going to have more of those probably showing up that might help you out there, buddy. And then, of course, if you're a Mac fan, there you go. David Mack giving you both the 1 in 50 and then a 1 in 100 foil variant, which, if the buzz is good, the buzz is good. Like I said, Vault will sell through, but then they'll go to second print, like they did with Barbaric. They went to 4th print. So that pace cover is fire, and I probably should have ran through the list another couple of times, but honestly, I finished putting the slides together 10 minutes before going live, guys. Been a wild week with MRI results and all sorts of other good stuff. So yeah, all right, so we're into Zenoscope and Tales of Terror Annual Goddess of Death, cover A, cover B, and cover C. I have a feeling that the cover C is the popular one. Boom Studios. All right, we got a big boom week. Buffy the Vampire Slayer number 31, cover A, cover B. Here's your 10 copy incentive by Franny, 25 copy incentive by Lee, And then your your cover E unlockable variant. I don't know what's going on here. Kung Fu Fighting. Eat the Rich number 4. Cover B. The 10 copy was decent, but really, everybody, like, when it comes to 25 copy incentives, like, is this up there with some other ones? Like, you know, it's not quite a baby getting, you know, cut in half by a fork and knife, but let me know what you think in the comments in the live chat. Getting Dizzy, number 1. Here is your cover B. 10 copy incentive by Mercado, and then they just said, no, we'll take the trade dress off for you and make it a 25 copy. There's also this unlockable variant. So if you see this one virginized, and I've been noticing a lot of stores do this. A lot of stores take the unlockables and, you know, they'll have them for like just barely over cover price or whatever. And then they'll charge really, really high on the incentive. Like, dude, don't you know that this one's probably less common? Lots of people forgetting to order. House of Slaughter number 1, second printing. Cover A by Mercado. They also gave you a foil. Then they also gave you this 10 copy incentive by Jay Lee. There will be a local comic shop day variant to accompany that one, so keep up, everybody, keep up. Mall number 3 of 5, of course, with the cover A and then the cover B by Pendergrast. And is this also a midsummer like movie swipe hype? Like that's wild stuff right there. And then Mall number 3, 10 copy incentive, and then you have your 25 copy incentive variant cover. Whew, wild artwork. Power Rangers number 13. So we got a lot going on here. The FOC reveal variant is very interesting because do you like cats? Cover B is your legacy variant. So this is Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 81. And then, of course, the 10 copy incentive by Perel is half of that cover. And then you have your 15 copy incentive by Di Nuculo. 25 copy incentive by Rian Gonzalez. Your FOC reveal variant by Park. And then here is your 10 copy FOC reveal variant. And then your your unlockable variant by Rian Gonzalez. So it's going to wrap it up for the Boom books. And then we're into Dark Horse. Dark Horse is giving us Gru meets Tarzan number 4. Mythology 2, number 6 of 6. Cover B, once again, heavy on the Mac. Return of the Mac. There it is. Savage Hearts number 5. I am an OG. I know all these old songs and shit and stuff. Dynamite Entertainment giving us Army of Darkness, 1979, cover A by Matina. But the Village people in this one, people probably don't even buy, Dynamite books or Army of Darkness. Don't care about either of those, but they're probably going to buy this one just because the cover's pretty funny. This is my boomstick, and this is what my boomstick does. So everybody, don't step in front of boomsticks. It's bad for your health, as this guy right here is finding out. And there's the cover D. Give her the D. She likes that cover. Cover I. Oh, cover E. I'm sorry. I might have put cover I on there twice by accident just because it was so awesome. Limited Virgin variant. But cover E is your 10 copy black and white. And then your 15 copy. G is your 20 copy incentive by Yoon with the boomstick. And then 25 copy incentive by Matina black and white. The Limited Virgin may be delayed depending on your stores. The cover J, Sager Limited Virgin cover. The cover K, Matina Limited Virgin. So make sure you guys get your names down for those if you want any of those, because they may be arriving next week. Cover L was your FOC bonus TMNT homage. And then you had your 7 copy FOC incentive by Matina. And then your 11 copy FOC incentive TMNT homage. 21 copy FOC incentive Yoon Virgin variant. Elvira meets Vincent Price number 3, cover A. Cover B. Cover C. This one's kind of like almost Bruce Timmish, right? And then we got the photo variant. $10 copy incentive photo variant. 15 copy incentive, 25 copy incentive. Cover H, Acosta Limited Virgin variant. James Bond, the Cover H Francavilla Metal Premium variant was a carryover from last week's releases. Purgatory number 2, Cover A. We got a lot of different Purgatory covers. Now again, the same with all the other Dynamite books, the limited versions may be delayed in your area. Cover B, Cover C, Cover D. 10 copy incentive, 15 copy incentive, 20 copy incentive, Fox Virgin variant, 25 copy incentive Virgin, and then we've got the Fuso Limited Virgin, the FOC bonus TMNT homage variant, the bonus FOC by Maine, and then the bonus Sarseka FOC incentive cosplay Virgin, 11 copy FOC incentive TMNT homage. There's 2 of them per book, basically, when a new book comes out. There's 16 copy incentive, and then your 11 copy incentive, both on the FOC incentive sides. And then Red Sonja, The Price of Blood #1 Finch Special Edition metal cover. You David Finch fans need to get with it. Yeah, this Finch is going to catch some people by surprise. Same way this one, the Sheena, Queen of the Jungle right here by Perillo might also catch a few people by surprise and be like, oh man. Vampirella 2021 Holiday Special Cover A by Linsner. Cover B. Cover C is your cosplay. Cover D is your cosplay Virgin. Cover E is your 20 copy incentive Linsner Virgin. And that's going to finish it off. I have to sneeze. Ooh. Caught that one just in time. My Little Pony Generations #2, Cover A, Cacciatore. Cacciatore? Isn't that a dish? Anyway, Garbowska. Then we got the 10 copy incentive over here. So might be a mix-in on some of your shelves, especially if they put them out in the all ages section. Sonic the Hedgehog, the Imposter Syndrome. Something's going on here. I don't know what's going on with it, but my son would probably like to read it. Got a Cover B. And then a 10 copy incentive. So this, again, if it is thrown into the kids section, you might score yourself a lucky win. So again, here we go. Star Wars High Republic Adventures #10, Cover A. Showing the skull he wore, his mask. And then this is Cover B, his 10 copy incentive, without his mask. And then the Monster Temple Peak #404. That was actually supposed to be deleted because it is actually been delayed. So it was on FOC at the same time, but it was delayed. Oh, no, not this one. I'm sorry. This one actually was supposed to come out. It's the other book, I think, in Marvel that was delayed. It was on the same FOC. But anyway, Phil from Comics Talk Weekly filling in for the Sith crew while they are getting married. Someone's got a host. But anyway, TMNT did give you the Last Ronin Design Archive. So that's like the 19th print already. And they still haven't finished the series. Yeah, you know, Dave, so you're going to catch up in a minute once the latency hits my comment and probably laugh. Usagi Yojimbo and the Dragon Below Conspiracy #6 of 6, giving us the final issue of that series, and also written by Stan Sakai. So he gets to continuously write more Usagi stuff. Pretty cool when you think about it. Creators doing their stuff is always phenomenal. All right. So Deep Beyond #10, Cover A. Cover B by Undolfo. And Cover C. Cover D. Echolands #2, getting a second print. And then the 25 copy incentive for that. King Spawn, number 4. Cover A, Alexander. Cover B by Fernandez. Primordial, number 3. Cover A by Sorrentino. Cover B by Lennox. Cover C by Shimizu. And then we got the cover D incentive by Sorrentino. And then the cover E incentive by Shimizu. Walking Dead Deluxe, number 27. Cover A, Finch, McCaig. Adler to McCaig. Bresson and Lucas. Adler Solo. Tedesco. Pause on this for a moment. Because the TV version of the Governor was cool and all, but the comic book version was way more badass. And this is, of course, the Governor who we got here. So shout out to Tedesco for an amazing cover. And then, of course, here is your Art Adams and McCaig variant cover. And that's going to wrap it up for the Image books. We're on to DC, everybody. So smash that thumbs up. Aquaman the Becoming, number 3 of 6. Cover A, David Talaski. Cover B by Kerry Randolph, and that's a cardstock variant. Batman 117, cover A by Jorge Jimenez. Ooh, Molina cardstock. Another Jorge, but they couldn't line up the third Jorge for the hat trick, and instead they went to Rose, which, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of this one. Do you think because it's a Batman book and the sales totals on Tynion's Batman is so high that there's going to be enough of these to satisfy all of the best chasers? Because has she done a previous Harley cover before this one is the question. Can't remember if she has. Anyway, good to see you, Comic Boom. The Batman Secret Files of the Gardener. Cover A, Christian Ward. 125 is a train wreck. Drew, you are a very honest man, and I appreciate your honesty there. The video game theme, however, is a hit with a lot of people. But anyway, this cover by the Gardener is a little bit more detailed. Check out, the lapels on the jacket there, right? And then here's your cover B, and then a little bit less in the details here. I don't know why the difference between the two, but definitely weird to notice such things. But that's your 125 incentive by Christian Ward. Batman versus Bigby, A Wolf in Gotham. That's number 3 of 6. And of course, here is the cover B. Oh boy, Robin. Blue and Gold Restoration. Oh, Blue and Gold number 4, not Restoration. But that's the joke of the book. Yeah, I agree, Comic Boom. Christian Ward's good on a lot of things. That Moon Knight cover for the story thus far is one of my favorite Ward covers of all time now. DC Horror presents The Soul Plumber number 1 second print. This was weird. People weren't showing the Green Lantern number 8 cover A because they were like, why even bother? I mean, look at this cover B. Have to agree. Artistically, there's a lot of good things coming out of DC. Artistically. Justice League number 69 with the cover A by Jorge Fornes. Cover B by Alexander Lozano, cardstock variant. Legends of the Dark Knight. Yeah, it's a tricky situation over there. 78 points, it really is. So Legends of Dark Knight number 7 got this cover A, and of course Azrael back front and center, heavily pushed in front of us by a lot of things. Cover B by Daniel Warren Johnson, and then the cover C. I think they got that backwards. This can't be Jorge Fornes. This more looks like Jorge Fornes. So I think they got these backwards. I think the 1 in 25 is actually, this looks more like Daniel Warren Johnson's lines. But I may be wrong. I may be completely off base with this one and be missing it. Yeah, it does. See? But okay, see, at least I know that I'm not alone on this one. I think they just got the names backwards. Yeah, that's... See, I knew I'm not crazy. So anyway, Looney Tunes number 263, of course, this is the one where Wile E. Coyote and Ralph P. Wolf swap. And they're like, hey man, why don't you take on the sheep herder and I'll take on the roadrunner. Oh man, appreciate the well wishes, Jamie. Unfortunately, yeah, you know, expensive surgery. The only way to supposedly fix what's wrong. It's called a herniated disc, and it's really weird because she's like, is your right side that's numb? Because it's the left side that's completely like of that disc. So yeah, you know, it's a weird situation. But we'll see what happens. It's a long road to recovery. I know 16 to 20 weeks on my shoulder. I've been wrapping that one up, but I appreciate the well wishes. It really is appreciated. Nice House on the Lake, of course, number 6. So this is, of course, the last issue we get for the year, supposedly, and I think they're going to take a break until next year. So, I mean, it's a little over a month, not a big deal, right? But I mean, they're halfway through the 12-issue series, so you guys got to be happy about that. But here is your cover B. Cover B's wild. Oh, I don't know if that's a good thank you, Corey, getting you into NFTs, man. That's crazy. I haven't actually bought a single NFT book. But nonetheless, I'll probably change that in the future here. Yeah, March 2022. So I knew it was a pretty big hiatus. So thank you once again, Drew. You are the man. Thanks for stopping by the live chat too, man. Muscle freeze? What is that? Nightwing, number 86. We got a cover A. So this one I thought was pretty cool because, of course, it's got all the Batgirls on it. Jamal Campbell, too. Dude, he's been killing it on so many books. And then, of course, you got your Bruno Redondo cardstock variant. This is your Fear State tie-in. Nubia and the Amazons, number 2. Whew, cover B. Yep. Refrigerator Full of Heads, number 2 of 6. Cover A by Sam Wolf Connolly. But this one right here. So this is the Radiator Full of Heads, not the Refrigerator Full of Heads. I think I've said that before. Old joke. New show. Robins, number 1 of 6. Cover A. So apparently, this entire 6-issue miniseries, the cover B, is going to get a workout cover. The first one is your boy Dick Grayson. The second one that just went on FOC is Red Hood, and it's got his autopsy scars. Anyway, Suicide Squad number 9, cover A, and I swear that previous cover was a swipe of Commanders in Crisis. But, you know, what do I know? Suicide Squad number 9, cover A. Suicide Squad number 9, cover B. And once again, we've got our Far Sector Green Lantern, basically. Is she the only Lantern left? Oh, and Comic Boom, in case you haven't known, it's the first appearance of the original Robin. That was never shown until now. And she's a bit loony. So here we go, everybody. So Suicide Squad number 9, of course, dropping a random Green Lantern story. So what's going on in here? But this cover B cardstock variant definitely had my attention today. Suicide Squad King Shark, of course, delivering issue number 3 of a 6-issue miniseries. And all hail Matina again. Just absolutely. This should have been the B cover or the 1 in 25 incentive for issue number 1. I don't know why the hell they were sitting on this artwork, because this is just nuts. Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, number 5, cover A and cover B. And then we've got Superman Son of Kal-El, number 5, with a cover A cover B, and a cover C to make it appear like the sales totals are actually high, split between 3 covers. I get that the book is sold out, their initial print sales totals, but there's a lot of speculation behind it, and it was heavily ordered. But it's not sold out at a lot of major retailers. So Lots of later prints coming, and the FOC is going to show. You don't want to tune into the secret variant this weekend. Let's just put it that way. Wonder Woman Evolution number 1, of course, and then Wonder Woman Evolution number 1's cover B. So I don't know why they are spamming us with Wonder Woman books. We have gotten hit left and right. Wonder Woman Black and Gold, Wonder Woman Evolution, the Adventures of Young Diana, and then of course Wonder Girl's book. Yes, Comics Talk Weekly, too many. Spammed with too many different Wonder Woman books at once. I don't know what's going on over at DC, but they've definitely mismanagement is going to be their downfall. It's going to wrap it up for the DC books, though. Now we're on to Marvel, and Marvel giving us Amazing Spider-Man number 78 Beyond, or the Bay edition. James, you are 100% correct. The Wonder Woman art is either spectacular or trash. There's no consistency. It's the same thing with what they do with the writers on her main series. The art and the writing is either, you need to have a team. You need to get a team together, and once you get a team together, you don't take the team off the book. Yeah, the Historia stuff, Nate, there's a lot of people who are not a fan of the writer of that Historia series. So it's going to be quite interesting to see the reactions to that one. Peach Momoko giving you a Spider-Man Beyond for 78, though. Black Panther Legends number 2 of 4. Now, again, I don't have a read pile segment tonight, but I did flip through this one. This is a retcon of retcons. I mean, obviously it's Marvel Legends, so it's going to be out of main continuity. But this was a pretty cool little read, I do have to admit, and I gotta say, this cover right here definitely hits. So if you're able to find the Stormbreakers variant, that's probably a good pickup long term for you guys who love the Black Panther and Storm relationship. And you know what? Dark Ages number 3. Guess I'm gonna have to read this one because Apocalypse is in it. Dark Ages number 3 of 4. Oh, I'm sorry, 3 of 6. There's Ozaki variant, and then of course the Stegman variant cover. Luberia's variant is your 1 in 25. Darkhold Wasp number 1. The connecting variant. The design variant cover. And then here is your mock variant cover. Bright colors, right? Fantastic Four Anniversary Tribute number 1. The variant cover for the Tribute number 1. Wow, Corey, that's nuts. So yeah, I mean, man, that's a flip of flips. And this is the thing, is every time I've ever went to go try to get into the NFTs, I've either been busy, been asleep, just something going on, man. And it's just never ever worked out for me to be able to be on my phone at that time. But Guinness Veil, Marvel Tales number 1. The Virgin variant, of course, and that's a reprint of a bunch of the Guinness Veil stuff. Wondering what's going on in Captain Marvel. So, Kang the Conqueror number 4, pretty good read as well. And this one, of course, pretty cool looking cover, right? Kazar, Lord of the Savage Land number 3, and then finally a map variant worth buying. I want to give a shout out to Lucas of Comic Crusaders fame, because this right here is the one. Moon Knight number 5, and of course now that we know what's going on inside the book, the chain makes a little bit more sense. Number 5 Sue variant, of course, and then of course the Maria Wolf Native American variant. I don't know why I got 2 A's in there. I messed that one up. But this variant cover is amazing looking. And then, of course, the Art Adams variant cover. So there's 4 covers split between this one. Heavily ordered. I mean, there's a ton on the shelf. Shang-Chi number 6. The Dole. Is that, the variant. Because that's up the name. Michael Cho's variant cover, Your Incentive, and basically it's Shang-Chi versus the Marvel Universe. Spider-Woman number 17. Spider-Woman number 17 with the Perez variant cover. Star Wars Dr. Aphra number 16, it's your War of the Bounty Hunters variant. Or War of the Bounty Hunters tie-in, I'm sorry. Star Wars Dr. Aphra number 16 with the Sprouse Lucasfilm 50th Anniversary variant, which is your War of the Bounty Hunters tie-in. And then your Star Wars Dr. Aphra number 16, the Sway variant. Love it. Star Wars High Republic Trail Shadows should have been the delete. I'm sorry, this one is deleted. You didn't see it. Sword number 10. I deleted the other two. There was two other slides. I thought I deleted all of them, but there's two variants for that one. Should be coming out next week if it's on time, which it might be. But anyway, Sword number 10. And Sword number 10 with the Inyuk Lee variant cover. So, very interesting book. It's focusing heavily on WizKid here. And then, of course, X-Force number 25. Wolverine Goes Surfing. And then this right here this was like one of my favorite picks this week. As far as just cover buys. Nostalgia, huge Warpath. So shout out to you, Maria Wolf. And appreciate you doing those artworks. And that's going to drop it for the new releases, everybody. So now that just means the show's getting started. So I'm going to rip open the spec matrix. Y'all are going to come in with me, and we are going to go inside. And we're going to take a look at some things this week, from news to, some release stuff and kind of heat of the week. And then we're going to take a look at the FOC list. So stick around. We still got an action-packed show. Smash that like button. Make sure you are leaving me a comment. You're watching on the rewind. And, of course, to my haters, I know you're watching. Watching the presser, lifting the spec. I know your MOs now. Got you guys figured out. And for my loyal fans, I appreciate you guys very, very much. Yeah, man, cover lover, that would be the day. I owe you a monitor now. Oh, I'm sorry, man. All right, let's get into the Raw Report update. I got a bunch of good news stories to get into, so let's go full screen for this one, so you guys don't miss out on the goods that I'm showing you here. You can just hear my voice and just listen to the sound of my voice as I use the boyfriend voice, what my wife never sees anymore, and she complains that she never sees anymore or hears anymore. But anyway, spoilers. So you know what this means. If we're going to be talking about some things, Batman bought himself a U-Haul. Oh, Batman bought U-Haul in general. He bought the whole company. Bought the whole company for a fleet to move. Why the hell would they move Batman? Okay, DC Comics, what in the actual hell are you thinking? Reported by comicbook.com. Bye-bye Gotham. Batman is officially moving to New York City. So this has got to be one of the stupidest things that DC has done ever for their character. Yes, I get New York City exists in the DC universe, but why in the hell are you moving him to New York? He could have moved to Bloodhaven. Salt and pepper soups is now the norm. They took away his cape, everybody. You know why? Because he started watching The Incredibles. But yeah, they said this. They said, yeah, now that we got the stand-in, the other guy calls himself Superman, who isn't. Superman and the Authority Superman version, the salt and peppered version, is basically the one that we're going to keep. So permanently, no more with the cape. And I think they tried this again in the New 52, where they gave him a T-shirt. What they're doing again. DC, what are you doing? Ugh, what if this is where I get to say, Marvel, what are you doing? So Marvel dropped a few releases, comicbook.com again, where they go, Marvel's What If teases a black four-clawed Wolverine. And then, shortly thereafter, 2 days later, in fact, Miles Morales replaces Captain America in new What If series. And then I had a whole bunch of my friends go, what the hell is Marvel doing? Oh, well, G-Money, you're not missing out on anything. But anyway, so again, we need to write Marvel and tell them that we want new characters. We are all for representation in books. And I think that everybody watching this show can agree with me. We are all for representation in books. We want people to feel like they have a comic that say, oh, yeah, this guy, I can relate to this story. We want the characters to be relatable. Otherwise, we won't read them. So when you keep taking everything that's already established and just trying to throw identity to it, but taking it away from other people, this is where people are going to have a problem. You're going to have a lot of backlash from it. Just I'm saying, Marvel, what is you doing? But anyway, moving on. Next story that we got here is still hostages, and this is what I was talking about earlier. Last week I showed this same story where comic industry's oldest distributor being held hostage by ransomware attack. They are still being held hostage. This was still the press release. They're still operating off of a short-term website to try to keep everything going. So it's crazy to think what could possibly come about if Looney gets a ransomware attack. Or what if Penguin Random House gets a ransomware attack? Because those are the other distributions. So, look, if you're the ransomware attacker, if you're the actual hacker, not somebody who's given passwords to make corny videos, well, then, you know, if you're the actual hacker, go and hack those other guys too. Make it fair. You know, I mean, if you're gonna hack Diamond, you might as well go hack all the other ones. And of course, let's go steal some stuff. Gave us Deliverance. What do I mean by that? We got to see Sly Stallone suit up again as Darkhawk because they started filming for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I am super stoked for this because I don't think they're going to give us the version of Starhawk that we obviously want, which is the alternate version universe where him and his wife merge into the Star God. So we're not going to get that. Maybe we'll get to see a younger version of him. I think what we have now, the current Marvel Universe that we have, has Guardians from the year 3000 or the future in the past. So I think this is definitely something that could be done and taken after James Gunn leaves the franchise. But we'll see. But let me know what you guys think of all these stories. And of course, you know what this means. Oh, wait, we got one more. So I love this one. Like, I had so many people tried sending me this one. I'm like, yeah, I've already seen this. But nonetheless, it was just very funny to think about how many people were like, dude, CGC's caught up, man. So CGC finally got themselves all caught up on their backlog of submitted comics waiting to be opened. So they've opened all your boxes, everybody. Does that mean they've got them graded? No. So, but they're making headway, and it's good. Being caught up for them is a very good thing for the industry because this means turnaround times are greatly reduced. This means being first to market with a book shouldn't cost you as much unless you are doing the walkthrough express to really like put the nail in the coffin. But anyway, Ultra Maximus will be back next week with more news. Please be sure to like the page, of course, but you can, of course, Twitter tag me at XUltraMaximusX if you see a newsworthy post. And, of course, you can do the same on IG and Facebook with U1 Ultra Maximus, or U1 Maximus, I'm sorry. And then I had a package of Reese Labs delivered to the P.O. Box yesterday. Got a confirmation of receipt today. Oh, wow, I hate it when that's a day later. Leave me a comment below on the news stories, everybody. If you like to engage in conversation, I will do my best to reply. So the Raw Report versus, of course, where I introduce you to a couple of books. Okay, so these were the two books that I gave you last week that I said I was going to make you choose between this week. You know, obviously we can't see what's in the guts, but after seeing what's in the guts this week, which of those would you be after? And I got to say, honestly, as much of a Marvel homer as I am, I got to go with the Batman Secret Files on this one, just because the Christian Ward cover. Also, Red Kryptonite. I mean, so there's a little bit of an unfair advantage on that one side. But I'm not even a real big DC collector. So that should tell you something. But Batman Secret Files for me. But let me know on the comments below or on the live stream what you think. But variant battle for next week, everybody, is going up against Usagi Yojimbo number 24 versus the Death of Doctor Strange number 3. And this is what I'm talking about right here. Cover Lover, thank you so much for that. This right here, I said, you know what? Both very abstract artwork. I think these two are in definite competition. And, you know, for being a 1 in 10, the Usagi is definitely punching above its weight class. Just saying. So let me know what you guys think for next week, and be on the lookout for other books next week. And let's see what we've got going on here. Oh, let's enter the Spec Matrix. Heat of the week. So let's talk about the heat that came out this week. As you guys know, He Who Fights with Monsters doing these cover swipes has got my attention. I'm about it. As far as the story goes, I don't know. It's only 3 issues in, so maybe I should read it and kind of see. And 20 copy and 30 copy incentives, always not too bad. On a lot of Ablaze books, especially because there's not a lot of them out there. Is Ablaze really ordered in your shop? Maria Levette's Porcelains. Of course, the Sabine Rich cover artistically is amazing. This one, of course, being a homage. People are going to chase it. Maria Levette doing her own Virgin variant on her own book. Obviously a good thing. Maria Levette's Porcelain number 4, cover F, 20 copy, Rich Virgin incentive. Hey, G Money, if that happens, unsubscribe and then resubscribe and then click the notification bell again. See if that fixes it. I've done that before and it has resolved the problem. Chicken Devil number 2. Not All Robots number 4. Again, Diodato just killing it. So, of course, the limited edition of this one from Behemoth is going to be a chase for you guys. God Killer. God Killer. God Killer. Oh, I didn't put the other 2 on there because there's 2 other variants out there too. The Levette one's also not too shabby. I thought I actually put that one on there, but my apologies for missing that one. You should put it on there because that's on my Heat of the Week for sure. Space Bastards number 9. Blade Runner Origins number 8. Cover C. Gun Honey number 2. Gun Honey number 3. And all of them. I picked all the covers just because, look, these hard case crime books are going to later prints because you guys are selling them out. So if they're being bought up by speculators or readers is the question. And then, of course, for Mel, had to put a Rousey cover on there. Radio Apocalypse cover C, cover D, and I knew I put the Pace 1 in 25 and the 1 in 50. I put all the variants on there. Again, because the regular covers are all returnable, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything for the incentives. And of course, if the book sells out and goes later prints, then the incentives for number 1 should always see a little bit of love. Buffy the Vampire Slayer number 31's got a cover C 10 copy incentive by Franny. And then the Yoon. And then the Unlockable. Eat the Rich. Both variants. But really. Woo. Getting Dizzy number 1. And I'm being screeched at or squealed at by my shepherd. He wants pets. Big old 100-pound baby. Except for when you try to do something you shouldn't. I give him the command. Brr. That's right, boy. That's right. All right, go Platts. You gotta go Platts, buddy. Come on. Yes, my dog speaks a foreign language. Stir Sticks. Yes, Stir Sticks. Anyway, Getting Dizzy got a Miguel Mercado 10 copy incentive, like I said before, and then of course the 25 copy is going to be your version of that one. You get an unlockable variant right here, and then House of Slaughter number 1, second printing, the foil. Again, if you like the A cover, it's cool, but the foil is probably going to be a little bit more desired. And then of course we got a 10 copy incentive by Jay Lee. Law number 3, 10 to 25 copy incentives. Power Rangers number 13 got a 10 copy incentive by Perel. 15 copy incentive by DiNucciolo. 25 copy incentive by Gonzalez. Getting Dizzy wishes it was Harley. You know, the roller derby thing, man. Yeah. Yeah, Manny, that was planned obsolescence there. Anyway, FOC reveal variant. Is this Saba? Someone clarify. If you're a Power Rangers reader, I'd really like to know if that's actually Saba that's taking the place of the that Ranger there. Because that would just be cool. No, actually, I haven't read it. Again, cover lover for me. Power Rangers was on during high school, and it wouldn't be cool for me to talk about it with any of my friends. But anyway, David Mack giving us Norse Mythology 2, number 6 of 6. I should probably go back and read both Norse Mythology volumes. The Army of Darkness Virgin variant was pretty fire. So was this TMNT variant, but all the TMNT variants for all of the books proven to be popular. Cover G, 20 copy incentive. Cover H, 25 copy incentive for Purgatory. If you so limited Virgin. And then she also gets a TMNT variant. So it's funny though. I see a lot of people leaving the colored open order variant covers on the shelves and going straight for the black and whites because they think that this is the incentive, not knowing that there's an open order variant that they can get. It's crazy. Red Sonja, The Price of Blood, number 1's got a Finch Special Edition metal cover. And then Sonic the Hedgehog Imposter Syndrome, number 1 of 4. Cover C, 10 copy incentive. Star Wars High Republic Adventures, number 10, cover A by Tolabio. And then we've got Star Wars High Republic Adventures, number 10, cover B. 10 copy incentive. Star Wars High Republic Adventures Monster at Temple Peak, number 4. And then the TMNT Last Ronin Design Archive, a.k.a. 14,000th print. Usagi Yojimbo, The Dragon Below Conspiracy, of course, finishing off the Stan Sakai written series. A lot of people are chasing it just for that fact. Deep Beyond, number 10 of 12, the Andolfo variant. Of course, I'm on to that one. Yeah, Dave, with all those TMNT homage variants dropping at the same time, it does make it a very interesting experience. Are people burnt on those already? And I noticed on the most recent FOC, there wasn't a whole lot of FOC incentive variants listed. So we may have hit the end of that. King Spawn number 4, cover A. King Spawn number 4, cover B. Primordial number 3. Yeah, cover lover, I agree with that as well. That the IDW Star Wars is better than the Marvel Star Wars. Primordial number 3, though, getting a cover D by Sorrentino and the cover E, which are your Virgin variants. So if you like those artworks, you can get them, of course, a little bit cheaper with the trade dress. And then the Walking Dead Deluxe, of course, Rick and Governor here. Governor. Batman 117, the 1 in 25. Yeah, there's a lot of books that I protest that as well. Comics Talk Weekly with the official Batman Secret Files of the Gardener number 1. Got a one-shot by Christian Ward. Like I said, all 3 covers, but I love the 1 in 25. DC Horror presents The Soul Plumber number 1. Got a second print. And then again, this one right here, Teen Lantern, killing it. Justice League number 69. Again, Naomi. Ever since Naomi joined the Justice League, that was supposed to be something huge. All these new characters all of a sudden coming around and becoming so popular that they can join the Justice League. It hasn't really been as well received as one would think. And I'm pretty sure the hype behind Naomi and her book has calmed down. All the printings. Legends of the Dark Knight number 7, got a cover C, and that's Daniel Warren Johnson. Looney Tunes number 263, I just think it's cool because for years, I'm sure there's a lot of people that did not know that Wile E. Coyote and Ralph P. Wolf were 2 different people. Nice House on the Lake number 6, both of them. Nightwing, of course. Nightwing, of course. Nightwing, of course. Nubia, of course. Nubia, of course. Refrigerator full of heads. The Robins, because there is a first appearance in it. Suicide Squad, cover B. Suicide Squad King Shark. And then, look, if you can flip this stuff, flip it. Because I have a feeling that nobody cares. I really don't think as many people care as DC hopes they would. Wonder Woman Evolution number 1 of 8, cover B by Riley Rossmo, cardstock variant cover. Amazing Spider-Man number 78 Beyond, Momoko. Black Panther Legends. All of them. Because again, the whole Storm and T'Challa dynamic in this book is amazing. But the Stormbreakers is fire. Dark Ages number 3, Stegman variant, of course. And then, of course, the Libera variant. Darkhold Wasp number 1 with the Tormy design variant cover. The mock variant. Both the Fantastic Four anniversary tributes. And then again, Gennis Vell. There's something going on in the Captain Marvel series. Will he be returning? And it kind of looks like all of the Captain Marvels are returning. But if Marvel returns, that's where it gets weird. Kang the Conqueror, number 4 of 5. Kang the Conqueror, number 4's variant cover. And then, of course, Savage Lands and the Loveraz variant. Moon Knight, number 5. All of them. I picked all of them just because there's a little bit behind it with the return of a character. But leave it for you guys to read. Shang-Chi number 6. That's the incentive variant. So that one's 1 in 50 incentive, I believe. Spider-Woman number 17. This one's just pretty cool. Perez variant. Star Wars Dr. Aphra number 16 with the War of the Bounty Hunters. Swabby. Joshua Swabby Sway art. Sword number 10 and the Inyuk Lee variant. Not too shabby. Good sneakers on them. And then, of course, the Maria Wolf variant cover. Just, wow. Killed it. And that's going to wrap it up for the Heat Out this week. So let me know what you guys think of that Heat this week, if you think it's Heat worthy. And if you're wondering how to not miss these books before they hit the shelves, well, I do a show on Sundays called The Secret Variant. And the next episode is going to be live, just like this one. Raw, unscripted, unedited, off the cuff. I don't rehearse this stuff. I just do this off the top of my head. And why can I do that? Because genuine cannot be faked. And, of course, thanks to you guys subscribing to my channel here. We got an Ultra Box giveaway. It's going to be insane. And I'm still packing it with books. Well, I get the monetization stuff all worked out. The website worked out. The entries worked out. Thank you, cover lover. You are... Thank you for the support that you have here. Now, we may be taking a little bit of a break just because of the holidays and things like that, and then coming back strong in the beginning of the new year. But stay tuned to Drunken Chat. We're going to figure out what we're doing over there. But if I am able to make it this Friday and I do a spec matrix for you guys, just know it's going to be fuego. So don't forget to also check out all the feature channels in my feature channels section. Good people's over there deserving your subscribes. Make sure you check out their content. They're all dropping fuego. Lots of fire. Tierra del Fuego. Of course, you are watching the one, the only Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser, only on the Ultra Maximus channel. So subscribe to this channel. You can tune in next week. And then, of course, I've been meaning to do a pickup vid. I really have. I've been trying to do it every day this week, and I've been running in other things, doctor's appointments and stuff and such. So we'll be doing a raw report here eventually. And when I do, everybody, just know that it's going to be nuts. It's going to be some new pickups and some mail drops. So you can see what I've basically, you guys can see a little bit a clue of what I'm speccing on by what I'm buying. It does give you a little bit of a hint. And then, of course, Marvel Legacy's got a video on my... I did a video on my channel about Marvel Legacy and their second printing homage variants. These things are gold in your back issue bins. If you can find some of these, I can't even believe it. Since I did the video, there's a lot of them that have spiked in price. And I don't know if it's just because some of you guys have found them or you haven't found them. And that's probably the reason, a little bit of both. But then there's also the complete Marvel Hip Hop variant platinum list, which you should check out. Make one of those videos go viral, everybody. You will get me a year's worth of income. Anyway, Ultra Maximus does present the secret variant. And of course, when I do the secret variant, I do the FOC show. So let's talk about this final segment of our show here on the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser, which is the Ghost of Monday, the FOC review, where I give you the rundown of what's on FOC that I think you should be taking a look at. Okay. Gilliam Mark doing his Laura book. This is number 2, cover C, which is 10 copy incentive. The 20 copy incentive is also not too shabby, and then there's a 30 copy incentive by Mark as well. The Tales of Mother F. Goose, the one shot here with a wicked Scarface swipe, and then right here is the Tales of Mother F. Goose, the 10 copy incentive by Amanda Connor. Who will license the 90s Image books next? Hey, you know what? Liefeld did it with Prophet, and you know, if Prophet is introduced, so should Shadowhawk. He'll be next. Anyway, Mother F. Goose, a one-shot, 10 copy incentive, like I said. Dog, you're all up in my hula hoop here, kid. You gotta go. You gotta go. I'm almost done with the show. After I'm done with the show, I'll let you out, but you can't be loud. Can't be waking up the neighbors, okay? Come on. Come on. Go Plots. Go Plots. Oh, gotta love the dog. Crimson Cage, number 1, cover A, and then Knighted, number 2, cover A. Both of them pretty wicked-looking AWA books. Yeah, you know, and I donated a spare copy to a friend, and I know I could have made a ton of money on it, but I'm hoping the Comic Book Karma does come back. I think it might. Nobody's Child, number 4 of 6. And then, of course, the Watch Dogs Legion, number 2. The cover C is the Virgin cover. So that Watch Dogs that just came out, check that one out. And then, of course, Godkiller Spider-Man, number 2 is going to have a couple of books. 15 copies, not too shabby. Wonder what the 30 copy is going to look like, though. If they, you think, you know, did they get spent on the number 1s? White number 6, of course, is on FOC, but unfortunately, if you didn't get in on initial orders, you're probably missing out there. Rush number 3, cover B. And then Witchblood number 9, going cover A. And then here's your cover C. They actually revealed the artwork for cover C. Cover B, they still didn't show. Basilisk coming back for issue number 5. I believe it's getting close to the end of the miniseries. Are they going to continue on? And Christian Ward has made himself available with that wonderful Virgin variant right there. Cover C is going to be a 25 copy incentive by Albuquerque, and then the 50 copy incentive by Ward is most likely going to be a virginized variant. The 25 copies probably, or the B cover, I'm sorry. So it's going to have a trade dress on it. And then there's going to be an unlockable variant from Albuquerque, which is most likely going to be a black and white Albuquerque variant. Oh, full set of Pitt. Do cover lovers, some of those books from the late 90s Image have been tough. So, yes, and Pitt, Dale Keown knocked it out of the park with Pitt. I loved that book. Buckhead number 1 of 5, cover A. And then you got a cover B, which is your 10 copy incentive. And then here is your FOC reveal variant cover. Buffy, the Last Vampire Slayer, aka Old Woman Buffy. Magic the Gathering. They have gathered. This is their cover gathering. Elizabeth Torque giving us an amazing variant cover, and it's an open order variant. But if you're after Elizabeth Torque artwork, well, she does phenomenal covers, but she doesn't do too many of them. She's not like completely oversaturated on a lot of people's radar. Actually, I just bought an Elizabeth Torque cover today. Magic the Gathering, of course, got a 50 copy incentive by Lee, and then of course there's a 25 copy incentive, looks just like that. Okay, so let's talk about this one right here, because this is Power Rangers Universe number 1. Cover A, Dan Mora. Power Rangers Universe number 1, cover A, obviously dedicating themselves to the Red Ranger in this issue. I think these are all going to be specific Ranger-focused issues. So, with this being, a focused issue, just check this out. Hear me out on this one. The 10 copy incentive by Moore is probably going to be a virginized of the cover A, which is probably going to be a trade dress. But this is the one. Oh, I'm sorry. This is not the one. This is not the one. 25 copy incentive by Mercado. Still going to be fire. And if all these books, again, are the same. But hear me out, everybody. And if you watch The Secret Variant, you probably heard me talking about this. If they do a negative space virgin variant cover of all 6 Rangers, you're going to collect all 6 150s. There's also a 100 copy incentive by Inyuk Lee of the Phantom Ranger Falling Through Time. And then there's a cover F, which is an FOC reveal variant, which I have not seen. Cyberpunk 2077, you have my word, number 3. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, I thought my music had ended. It didn't. My music did not end. It just faked me out. So, so this Cyberpunk book is taking an awful long time to come out. And I'm wondering if it has anything to do with the Attorney General's filing a lawsuit on the 23rd here. But anyway, you have my word. Number 3 of 4, cover B. And De La Torre doing artwork on that variant cover there. Canto 3, Lionhearted, number 5 of 6. Here's your cover A by Zucker. And then here is your cover B, which is your 10 copy incentive variant cover. Okay. This guy draws like Phil Noto. That's why I put this one on here. But anyway, Star Trek Mirror War. And then this actually looks like Data. 15 copy incentive. TMNT, the Best of Shredder. Big, thick deluxe books. And then, of course, TMNT ongoing number 124 with a 10 copy incentive showing them all wearing the same color red. Orange-ish red, red-orange, whatever you want to call it. But this is a old school turtle design. Wondering where Jenica is. And shout out to Lucas, man. Lucas, you're making me want to buy all 3 of these covers, but I'm probably only getting it at 1 of 10. Just saying. But Transformers Wreckers, Tread and Circuits, number 3. The cover B is not too shabby. And the 1 in 10 incentive, of course, showing our enemies revealing themselves in story that they kind of did on issue 2. You kind of had a feeling that was going on, but Pretenders showing up in the Wreckers. A Thing Called Truth, cover C. Crossover number 10. Anybody still reading it? Well, if you are, there's a 25 copy incentive by Geoff Shaw. And then the Burnett Virgin variant cover. 50 copy. Now, a ton of other covers are available for this book, but you know what? We're just going to cover them all with one slide. Geiger, 80-page giant number 1. Pick your poison. Lady Mechanica Monster of Ministry number 1, getting you a 10 copy incentive by Benitez. What's the Furthest Place from Here number 2, giving you a deluxe edition 7-inch record. Batgirls number 1, cover A by Jorge Corona. Batgirls number 1, cover B by Inyuk Lee. And this is the half, and then there's the other half. And that's what it looks like together. Rian Gonzalez cardstock variant cover. Dan Hip giving you a cardstock variant cover. And then this is your team variant. So you have to order 250 copies of this one in order to be able to order this one. Foundation Fortnite. Oh, I'm sorry. Batman Fortnite Foundation number 1. Second print. Batman Who Laughs on the cover by Capullo. Batman 1 Dark Knight. Cover A by Jock. DC Black Label, so you know it's also deluxe format. Big old book. Cover B's not too shabby. Pretty cool looking, actually. And then, again, if you're not looking at this one from the right angle, you might actually not notice there's a picture on the cover. But there's actually a Batman on the cover. You have to just tilt your head a little sideways. Black Manta number 4 by Sanford Green just absolutely murked it. Future State Gotham number 8. Okay, so you guys paying attention? This is a new Joker. With a new Joker, the spec may be heavy on this book. It's already closed on final order cutoff. There is going to be a B cover. This is your grifter cover. So on the cover A only, not on the variant. It's going to be interesting to see what's in the guts of that one, and if DC can deliver. Joker number 10, cover D, the 1 in 25 incentive. And so closely mirroring the latest season of Titans. You guys should probably be checking out the Titans United if you like the season 3 of Titans. And if you actually like the Titans series, this is probably a good read for you. And of course, the Scott who's writing this is the same one who's writing High Republic Adventures. So, Titans United number 4, Cal New cardstock variant. Oh. Wonder Woman 782 by the Dodsons, channeling their inner Daughterman. And I gotta say, since they dropped Middleton off the book, I haven't been picking up these. But this right here is a pretty fire looking one. And of course it's $5.99, so it's $2 more than a regular book. Wow. But them legs, yo. So as I was saying, Captain Marvel number 35 has a lot of funny things going on with it, including a spoiler design variant. I don't know what's going on with the spoiler design here, but is that Carol on the left, or is that Phyla-Vell? I think that's Phyla-Vell, or a version of Phyla-Vell. We have all the different Marvels returning, including Marvel. But Vox Supreme is who she's fighting. So we'll see what goes on there. But Daughterman got a spoiler design variant cover. I don't know what that variant cover I was showing you there was. Oh, hey, here is your Daughterman spoiler variant. Just kidding, they didn't show that art. Darkhawk number 5 of the 5-issue series, giving us a finale. So we'll see what happens with that Darkhawk. Real Route 6, you never know, man. That's quite the possibility. They're leaving that one kind of open, but we'll see. We'll see. If that actually happens, that may change how people feel about Punchline in general. Darkhawk number 5, of course, getting a Ron Lim variant cover. They didn't show the artwork for that one. Darkhold Omega box load with his variant cover, or is the A cover. Awesome. The Darkhold Omega number 1, the Torme design variant, and then the Black, White, and Blood number 1 of 4. And Dolfo's got a variant cover coming for that one. Timeless number 1, of course. All the different variant covers for this one. That's funny, cover lover. And then on the final books for the FOC here, X-Men Legends number 10. I just love this cover here. The Lee variant right here. X-Men Legends has proven to be such a good book. So that's going to wrap it up for the FOC review, everybody. So there's still a chance to secure some of these books. Get out to your LCS. Tell them you want those. You tell them you know that you missed the FOC, and you'll do better next time. But I just want to say right now, thank you all for watching. Make sure you are subscribed to the station here. Make sure you are checking me out on this channel and other channels where I might be appearing. And leave me a comment below, and I will see you next week. And props to all those who like and share the vids. Much appreciated.